Classical Music Uncovered by Maestro Aurelio Porfiry.
Hi, and welcome to Classical Music Uncovered. I am Aurelio Porfiry. Perhaps not many reflect on the importance that family life has for a composer. In order to work in peace, he must be placed in ideal conditions, which is not always to be assumed to happen by magic. Some composers that take us to heaven with their music sometimes live their life in a domestic hell. Take, for example, Franz Joseph Haydn, one of the most important names of the 18th century, a member with Mozart and Beethoven of the first school of Vienna, and fundamental for the development of the symphony, sonata form, and instrumental music. The musicologist Angelo Foletto says of Haydn that he was the musician who reserved the future. This is a beautiful definition of Foletto, and probably profoundly true too. But now we need to deal a little with Haydn's family affair. Haydn came from a family that was certainly not rich, and was helped by a barber named Johannes Peter Keller for his studies. Haydn had a crush on Teresa, the youngest daughter of the barber, and wanted to marry her. But the barber did not really agree with this choice, and he offered poor Haydn the eldest sister, Maria Anna Aloysia Apollonia Keller, and poor Haydn accepted. Marianna was 3 years older than him, and Haydn hoped it would be possible for him to build a harmonious family with many children with her. Not at all. The family was anything but harmonious and could not be otherwise. If the musicologist Robert Greenberg defines her as short-tempered, jealous, bigoted, unfaithful, wasteful, and careless as a housewife. It seems to me that after such a description, there is little to be happy about. And their union was not even gladdened by the children. In short, a total catastrophe. And also the musicologist Guido Pannine, writing in 1933, confirms that the marriage was anything but happy, because the woman was insignificant and vulgar, unable to understand the value of her husband. Haydn was forced to separate from her, nor did he ever think of a reconciliation. End of quote. In short, a condemnation without appeal. I will return to the topic of the wife who did not understand her husband. Now we move on. They had married in 1760, but as seen, it was a makeshift marriage. Haydn wanted the younger sister, who then, perhaps due to the pain of that missed marriage with Haydn, became a nun. So I wanted to say something about Haydn's wife not understanding her husband. In fact, it seems that in addition to all the bad qualities that history tells us about, there was also that of not realizing who her husband was, a man that today we consider one of the greatest composers in the history of music. She didn't give a damn. It is said that she used her husband's manuscripts to fix her hair. In short, she was not the best wife for a composer. Haydn was a devout Catholic, and according to some, he remained faithful to his wife for many decades, although he was certainly not insensitive to female charms. Indeed, he was described as very gallant towards the ladies. But it seems he remained faithful to his wife up to a certain point, when the Italian soprano Luigia Polzelli, a young widow with children, turned to him because she was in financial difficulties. The thing then developed so much that at a certain point Polzelli obtained a letter from Haydn in which he promised to marry her in case of his wife's death. And his wife died in 1800. But Haydn evidently thought better of it, because he never married Luigia. And so he spent the last years of a life that was glorious from a musical point of view, but bankrupt from a private one. Thank you for listening. See you soon.
Classical Music Uncovered by Maestro Aurelio Porfiry.